had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Second and 9.
Murray going to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
16 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
He's brought down at the 30.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And the Cardinals first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down at the
2 yards to go, second down.
brings up second and 2.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Pacheco. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Buda Baker with a pick. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll go play action with Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nix to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Able to get this one to McBride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Come on.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Here's Murray. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Murray now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Ryland on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Broncos nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now it's Nix. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Nix escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Once more with Harvey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I was on the quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Go, 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 go. Hey.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cardinals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Cardinals 24, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going with their tight end on 4th. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
35-yard line.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Elijah Moore, 58 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Nix to throw again. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 54 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Now 2nd and 3.
Green.
Buzz. Murray going to throw.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. Trey McBride with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
On play action, here's Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Nix to the air. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Walter Nolan
able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going. It's Nix.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Murray.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Benson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8. Murray changing the play.
2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a toss running left. This is Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Bombers, ready.
To throw, here's Nix.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That's one.
Back to throw it, Murray.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now Murray.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2.
It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And they can't connect, incomplete. But that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to